I cry, I think not of what I say, for my eye must be dead, but of tomorrow it must be said. For now the cry is of man's survival, but worry not, an eye of death has come to see. Survival is, seeing that it may be dressed in yellow. I cry, I think not of what I see, I cry a million days.
The gift of painting, the gift of being an artist, really, an artist living in truth. You can go anywhere and do anything. Just that he let his guard down. Something happened. We don't know the true story of what happened to him because they ran out of gas and they're pushing. I think this car sideswiped him. They all fell over. I've known him, and the day he died, there's no even doubt that he was a true artist.
We people who are darker than blue, are we gonna stand around this town and let what others say come true? We're just good for nothing, they all figure. A boyish grown-up shiftless jigger. Now we can't hardly stand for that. Or is that really where it's at? We people who are darker than blue.
The murals, they're more than just pictures.
Francisco Aguilera found the Citizen LA magazine article on my life under the North Broadway bridge. He goes, the gods asked me to come and meet with you. And he goes, and I've been holding this article for a very long time, and I think that you're the one.
You know, Fabian, as I was telling you about the murals, they're like actually magic mirrors that you go into another world, or a ventana, a window.
Which connects me to the painting of my Virgin of Mary, which is under the North Broadway bridge. And so the thing that tripped me out was now I'm engaged because of that. And me being a spiritual believer, I think this man really has a message to tell me.
Opens up other dimensions, other channels, new visions.
And the message was that I was called upon to paint the mural of Richard Reese. Richard Reese was a muralist from the 1970s who painted a mural in 1972 located in El Sereno. That mural is now being destroyed by the city of Los Angeles because of the gang rioting.
You don't find the context of mysticism, of warriors, of worlds beyond.
This man has more wisdom and knowledge than probably anyone that I've met throughout my journey in the arts.
Richard, he was a young man in the future.
He was natural. He was a natural artist.
He was.
And everything he did was because of his art. And he also liked to help children in the neighborhood. He would call them over to help him paint or tell them, hey, if you don't think you can do something, you can do it. Never say you can't, because you can.
He always had an extra paintbrush for anyone. It never mattered. You could be in all walks of life, but he always had a spare paintbrush for anyone.
I think he was one of the pioneers. Goes back to this. He picked up a brush and started painting on the streets, which we never saw. We never saw the phenomenon of street art. In El Sereno, a lot of my friends, we had our fathers there, and they would make us, go to school daily. And little man was, just at his mother.
Well, I used to see him, but like I tell you, I was always working, so only when I passed by, I would look at it. But he was very interested in every day practically.
He was out there, he was with Ernest Bloch.
I feel that since it's a historical piece done in 1970 and he was one of the first Chicano muralists, we're hoping that we can restore that mural and continue your son's legacy. Also, give him his place. You talk about unity, and I feel that once Willie Heron and all these other artists, Ernesto La Loza, hear about these little young artists from Boyle High is going to revive this, I'm pretty sure it'll bring everybody back as a unity like he wanted. Who knows? It's just the fact that they will reunite all these old Chicano muralists too.
brings it back a few memories.
He brought people together in his work, his art.
He was miles ahead of, in my opinion. You know, he was always an artist from day one. The day I'd known him and the day he died.
I hope that by destroying it, it'll mean everything that Richard put into it. Everybody will receive that. All the violence to stop and, you know, stop and look at this mural. I think it would be the best thing. The best thing for this area right here, this neighborhood. I think you'd be doing a wonderful, great thing if you had that mural restored.
This magnificent face is the universal archetypical physiognomic of the Chicano man, the finest of noble attributes. Here was the vision of the Chicano movimiento, majestically, magically, and symbolically visualized as the ultimate visual of Chicano power. A young warrior on the move, forward, fearlessly, dauntless, across the world, in one invisible beyond, past, present, galloping into the future of the highest in avant-garde statement for a Mexican American. The Chicano with the fire of truth and the fire of creation in his hands. In the universal consciousness, here is the vision of the Zen flag of Aztlan. It's the first flag planted on the moon, so to speak, like a starship explorer, a pioneer, Richard Nillman Reese. Self-initiated from a higher divine being that was within him.
He always painted from his head. He didn't use references or anything. He just painted from his heart. And he could draw, and his thoughts would continue with a head of pencil or pen. He's a master, you know, a born master. You know, it's amazing.
Now I know we have great respect for the sister and mother. It's even better yet. But there's the joker in the street, loving one brother and killing the other. When the time comes and we are really free, there'll be no brothers left, you see. We people who are darker than blue, don't let us hang around this town and let whatever say come true. We're just good for nothing, they all figure. A boy's grown up shiftless jigger. Now we can't hardly stand for that. Or is that really where it's at? Pardon me, brother, while you stand in your glory. I know you won't mind if I tell the whole story. Pardon me, brother, I know we've come a long, long way, but let us not be so satisfied, for tomorrow can be an even brighter day.
You know, with the way the neighborhood is around this area, they're going to have something to be proud about again.
New life.
Yes, exactly. A